two terrible hands. And then I made some like whimsical, magical hands, which I like much better. I kind of wish I didn't color them in now because they looked really cool black and white. But you know, whatever. So these were modeled after my hands. I'll see if I can insert pictures here. They're terrible. You guys, I have got a massive order that I have been working on since part of last week. I worked over the weekend. The family even pitched in to help me out. Let me show you just what we've done. So I put barcode stickers on the back of these, like 800 stickers, I think. No, wait, 300. Well, yeah, about 800. These are all cards that have been folded, double stacked here. These will have to get done. I did those. My husband did all these. All of those. I mean, good golly. Oh, here's some more. It's a huge order. It's the biggest one I've gotten from this particular retailer. They're stocking up for the holidays, I guess for the end of the year. Fair was offering a net 90, which is, it was just like a short little weekend thing where a retailer will have 90 days to pay for their order versus the usual 30 or 60. So I have to work on that this week. I ordered some prints that I realized I didn't have enough of for their order. I think they ordered about 5 to 6,000 cards and about 800 stickers. So, and I'm waiting for more to come in. So maybe about 1,000 stickers. So it's a big one. It's a big one. And when I'm done with that, I have like 20 other wholesale orders that are just like regular size orders. So that's what I've been up to this week. Well, last week. I say this week. It's only Monday. Oh boy. Just to add to the whole thing about fair, which is what I used for wholesale. If you happen to be in the stationery business or any sort of, if you're a maker and you're looking to get into stores, I'm going to put a link in my description box to apply to be a vendor or a maker on fair, meaning that you make the stuff to wholesale out to stores. So it's been a huge, huge blessing in my life, for real. Like the retailer that I have, there's no way I could offer them, extend that kind of credit to them. And they're my biggest and best retailer. They are like loyally carrying my stuff for a couple of years now. And it's been amazing. Along with, especially because 2020 didn't have trade shows and things, I gained a few hundred extra retailers, more than I had. I started with about 50 when I got on fair, quickly grew to about 200. And that was end of 2018, 2019. And then 2020 through this year, I'm closing in on 700 retailers. That's through US and Canada. So I say that not as a brag or anything. I'm saying like it's possible to really grow your wholesale business through them. It's been incredible for me and my family because I just couldn't cut it on like Etsy and retail orders, like direct to customer retail orders alone, because most of my customers, they're spending less than $10 usually. And that's fine. I love my customers. They're great. It's like I wouldn't expect them to be spending tons of money. So I don't have super expensive items. But that's why I couldn't, really make it. Once I switched to wholesale, it kind of changed everything for me. So anyway, I recommend it. The link I have will be affiliate, sort of. So it's like I will get I'll get some money if you get accepted as a maker on there. But whether you use my link or not, if you're in the business of selling anything that you want in retail shops, I highly, highly, highly recommend applying to become a maker on Fair. So it's been a life changer for me in the most positive way. The most positive way. So. giant bag of like 1,000 stickers is yes. Only a million more cards to get ready for this order. It's a lot more to go. I should probably mention that I did all the other stickers besides the Molly You in Danger Girl sticker. Ralph's here. I had all those done before, and when I placed a reorder for the Molly stickers, they came in and they were wonky. We had this issue like once before with this company. I don't know, whatever. Wires got crossed for some reason. They made it like, it was like smooshed, you know, like a photo when it's warped and like squeezed and not regular. And anyway, I contacted Sticker Giant, which is what I use. There's a lot of chaos happening. They like next day aired replacements for these. I mean, these things happen, so thankfully my retail is pretty awesome, and they already know that this is a huge order and was going to take me a little time, so they were expecting to have to wait like a week or so. So not to mention they're like a very loyal customer of mine, and anyway, I appreciate that they're like super cool about that stuff. So hello, hi. It's Thursday morning, and I am in my office among a big, overwhelming mess. It's not a mess, it's organized to some extent, but I should probably just show you. So here is orders that gotta get out. This is part of my massive order from Always Fits, and I have more to go. The plan is to get it out of this mother trucking studio because I can't. I have no room. Also, I hate having like big orders hanging over my head. I'm grateful for big orders, hugely grateful, but it's just like, it's this thing where it's like, when I have a lot of orders, I want to get them out. I want to get them to their destinations. It's just like, I don't know, it gives me like a little bit of anxiety. I'm much better than I used to be. I really get panicky like around when it's closing in on a holiday and there's piles of orders, and I know people expect things at a certain time. That's not really the case right now, because that's usually direct customer type orders. Other than that, I've got other orders that I have already marked that I was going to have out by October 8th. So today is the 7th. So I want to get those out. I try to give myself, I used to get things shipped within 12 to 24 hours. Now I've had to extend it to like 4 to 7 days because just the amount of work that piles up. So I've had a whopper of a migraine the last 3 days. It's finally started to leave my head. Thank God. So anyway, just a little bit of what I've been doing. I thought I'd share. Because I really didn't keep up on my Inktober the last couple days. So I did this and this. And oh, this I haven't inked up yet, so can't really see it. Also, God, what is it about getting a new sketchbook? I'm not even that practiced in using sketchbooks, but I got my new one, and so this is a hardcover Strathmore
Before that, I used, I can't remember the name, but it was like specifically a watercolor sketchbook. The paper's super thick. It lays perfectly flat, even though it's a hardcover. This, I still have to kind of like press it down to get it to lay perfectly flat. Maybe if I had a bigger one, the weight of the paper would help. I don't know. So anyway, I ordered a soft cover thinking maybe the paper will lay down flat like upon opening, but as you can see, I'm gonna have to like smoosh it down. That's okay. So of course I had to test the first page. One annoying thing was I got this from Amazon and they delivered it in like a soft package. I don't know if you could see. It was a little bent. I was not happy. And I was honestly thinking about like, should I just return it and get a new one or get a hardcover? Because it's the same paper and everything, but I thought maybe it'll lay flatter. That was the whole reason I got it. I decided, I think I'll get over it because I'm sure when I pack it in a tote or whatever, it's gonna get a little bent anyway. So of course I had to break in the first page. So it's a little granny square quilt and I love her. I'm sorry. I worked on this for like an hour and a half and it really looked like a mess for a while because you know when you're in that weird awkward stage of drawing something, you're like, it's not looking like the thing I want it to. But then once it was done and I'm not staring at every individual square and detail, I'm like, it does look like a granny square quilt. Anyway, that's the haps. That's what's happening here. Also, we decorated a bit for Halloween. It doesn't get too crazy around here, but you know. And I've just been sitting on the couch for hours watching Gilmore Girls because I just needed like quiet, soothing, comforting stuff to watch while I sketched and tried to get my mind off of a horrible headache. In other news, my sister is coming in today from South Carolina, so I'm very excited to see her because I only see her a couple times a year, so I'm excited about that because I miss her very much. She's the best, and it's really hard to live far away. So anyway, that's it. That's it for now. That's all there is to report. Good morning. It's Tuesday, October 19th, and I'm trying something different today. It's been a hot minute since I even took any video to add to this vlog. So I'm sitting in my, I guess what fancy people would call a parlor. I don't know, it's like a front little living room that doesn't get used all that much. And hanging out with Ralph. But there's a lot more light in here, and a lot of times in the morning I will hang out in our family room, kind of just like put the TV on in the background and do some sketching. But the light in there is terrible. It doesn't, on camera it actually doesn't look that bad, but it's pretty dark in here. Because a lot of times I'll sit here or over there, have my coffee, do some artwork, and it's just really, it's pretty dark. So, and even with these lights, it doesn't really show on camera how dark it is, but it is, it's pretty dark. I'm just like really trying to see my pencil lines. So we're gonna try out hanging out in here today, just to change the scenery. And I think it'll be good. today. That was kind of modeled after my cup there, which has got all sorts of drips on it. I'm a sloppy drinker. So yeah, and I was finishing up this one. Posca pens don't do too hot on this paper, the Strathmore mixed media. What I've learned is you cannot rub because there's pilling that happens. I don't know if you can, yep, you can see it there. And then even, this paper did take a lot of abuse and did not bleed through, so, but still. Also, I've got some off-brand Poscas that aren't as good as the real Poscas, but I got these thinking they were a smaller nib. They're not. They're actually the same size, but I do want to get some finer lined, like smaller nibbed Posca pens. So, sorry about my morning voice. I still have that going on today, so it's still early, but I'm kind of pleased with how it turned out. It turned out okay. And I didn't do a lot of rubbing. So as you can see, it's not as pilled like on that leaf. That was with a true Posca pen. The blue is in the fake Posca. The orange, I think I did real Posca, but apparently I guess I rubbed a little too much. I tried to just go one direction with it so that I wasn't, you know, just kind of doing strokes like do, instead of Does that make sense? So, yeah, so just kind of a fall cozy cup of tea kind of little sketch here. And that's it for now. Hi there. Thought I would just share some of the stuff I've been working on the last few days. I haven't been posting all that much, but this is kind of, I guess, some Inktober updates. Just a quick little flip through. And so what I did this morning, I was kind of just challenging myself to work with 2 different colors. So that's it for now. Hey guys, so I'm editing this video now and I'm looking at going, wow, this thing is a little bit all over the place, isn't it? It's like I'm talking, I'm packing orders, I'm in my sketchbook, but I gotta tell you, since the beginning of October, and now it is the 20th, 21st, hold on, what's the 22nd? And it's been just like a wild roller coaster of a month for me personally. So it is all over the place. So this is very reflective of that. And I hope you're all doing well. And if you have made it this far in the video, thank you. Thank you for sticking with me. And I hope that I was able to keep you company. And I want to thank you for keeping me company. And I'm just having a cup of tea to soothe my throat that is acting up because of allergy season. I get those like weird itchy, dry, like cough spasms. This time of year, I don't know if it's ragweed or what it is, but like I'll be fine, and then all of a sudden it feels like a sand pit opened up in my throat, and I'm like, so it's been real glamorous. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, you're staying healthy, you're taking care of yourself, not overworking like I did. Anyway, here's the vlog I could put together, and I did, even though it's not anything perfect or great. It is what it is, and it's just real. So thanks again, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.